Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. Soon, yeah, it's getting a bit warm now, folks, in this day that we have. So yeah, it's in the afternoon. I don't know what time it is, but here it is. It's a bright, sunny day out the window. It's going to get hot soon. I'm going to get my fan going. Otherwise, I'm just going to fry in this heat. So I just had my fan cleaned at work. I couldn't remove the grill on the fan. The grill is not removable, apparently. Clever little capitalist trick to make you buy another fan after there's too much dust on it. But I decided to get around that problem by getting the people at my work to use compressed air to clean it, to fucking get under the grill and get into the blades. And we used a compressed air, an air gun. I learned about air guns when I was back in 1990 when I was working for Xerox. So it sort of takes me back to those days when I was dreaming of becoming a photocopier technician and blowing the internals of photocopiers after we'd pulled them down, blowing them out with compressed air before reassembling. So it was really that was a huge part of my job, and it's a very efficient way of removing dust out of areas that cannot normally be reached. So yeah, we got compressors at my work, so we got some of the staff members to drop the fan off and then picked it up a week later after they cleaned it, so it's ready for another summer. And hopefully, I'm hoping to get reunited with a loved one. I'm trying to get my video work here on television so I can find my lost loved one, Luigi. And I don't know, I forgot to put the original down. Silly doofus. This is what we're photocopying. Sorry, I got a bit out of rhythm there. Alright, this is what we're photocopying. But basically, yeah, I'm just going to use this. I got to put the front of it down, I think. But basically, yeah, we used compressed air to clean up when I worked for Xerox. We used it to clean out the interior of the photocopier after we'd stripped it down. And it works very well, the compressed air. It's a very efficient way of cleaning things that cannot be reached. So I've managed to save this from getting dumped. It's a real stupid way. That's what capitalism is like, because capitalism is a really, really stupid system that we have, and we can't, it cannot go on much longer without fucking up our planet big time. So we have to somehow find a way of dealing with. I'm wondering if we're going to move it up. But basically, things are not designed to last, and things are designed to be thrown away, and they use all sorts of tricks. Like this fan is a Ronson fan, and it wasn't a cheap one either. It wasn't a cheap fan. That's the funny thing. It's not fucking funny, but funny, strange. It was an expensive fan, and I assumed, when you buy it, you can't open the box to find the instructions to see whether it's able to be opened and cleaned. And if I hadn't known that, I wouldn't have fucking bought an expensive fucking Ronson fan. I wouldn't have. I would have bought something cheaper. If the same thing happens to an expensive fan that you end up fucking tossing it at the end of summer. Honestly, I'm angry at the systems that we have today. It is fucking annoying that we don't have any power over everything, over what can be done to make the world a better place. And currently, we've got insane little shitheads who just care about money, ruling everything. So we're ruining everything, our planet, causing climate change and pollution. And we can't live like this, folks, much longer. Now this is interesting. Now we've got some black areas showing. This is what we use So we've got to somehow think of our future, folks. We've got to somehow think how we can make the world a better place. How we can just change things to better the environment and the rest of humanity, instead of just the top 1% who just don't care. They don't think for the future, they just think for now, 2 years ahead, see what profits they can pull and extract out of the populace, and then fuck up everything else. They don't care. I care, and I fucking hate these rich people, like the people that run the photocopier industry. I am poking my finger at the man behind Konica Minolta, this machine that I'm using, Showa Yamana. He's a fuck. I hate his guts. I hope he fucking hears this. Stupid bitch. I have no fucking respect for him. This is the company, that company, Konica fucking Minolta. So you have to think of the environment, folks, and you have to think of humanity before profit. But capitalism says freedom of the market. Come hell or high water, come disaster or disease or death, money is all that matters. Fuck money. Fuck this capitalism. We need socialism, folks. We can't have this going on much longer. So yeah, I'm not going to fucking... every time I need my fan to be clean, I'm going to take it to work and get them to fucking clean it. And they're really kind to have done that for me, because I'm not willing to waste a fucking fan that still works but is covered in dust. I'm not going to waste a fucking useful fan otherwise covered in dust. So yeah, but hopefully I'll be reunited with my partner, and hopefully he'll have compressed air. I think he would. He runs a photocopier company. So yeah. Anyway, that looks interesting. I think now we can call this rant over.